Alright guys, so you've been smashing me with the request to update the EB-5 program and what the golden visa is and how we're gonna proceed, if it's gonna be cancelled. Alright, I got you got this interest, so of course I do that program and I wanna give you a good update and good understanding what's going to happen with EB-5 investment program. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your EB-5 case. Let's go! Hello my dear friends, my name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today I want to cover the changes, the possible changes of EB-5 investment program, what Trump administration is gonna bring about and how we gonna address those changes. Now let's take a step back and remember what actually is the EB-5 program. And I have a bunch of videos. I know you guys sometimes get lazy and you're like, Stanislav, just spend these 2 minutes and explain it right now. I don't have time to go back and rewatch those videos. Alright guys, anything for you. You know, this is mutual love, so no hard feelings. Now, EB-5 program is the investment program that gives you and your family a green card for the investment in the US economy. Who is your family? It's you, your spouse, and the kids below 21 years old who are not married. And I know sometimes I make jokes about my Indian clients about this marriage stuff, and I know you guys, some of you don't like it, so not gonna make that joke again. Stanislav, what about my parents? Your parents will come in 5 years after you got your first green card for you to sponsor them for green card after you got your citizenship. They don't come in the current petition, but they will come in 5 years. The family is the core family, mama, papa, and the kids. Now, the program is divided into large subsections. And I know some of you are nerds like me, and you'll be like, Stanislav, there's more divisions, like maybe 4 or 5. I know there's more, but I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want to simplify things. So the way I'm explaining the law, and that's why you guys love my videos, because I'm not that attorney who's going to be reciting the law. Boom, boom, boom. You can read it yourself, and you still don't understand it, right? So I want to break it down the way it's convenient for you. It's the way you can comprehend. I have my own book with the law, all right? Like Shamayev Law, okay? And that's the way how I explain and simplify it for you. 2 large divisions of the program, 2 large concepts: active investment and passive investment. In the active investment, the government wants you to invest $1,050,000, and that sum is gonna change adjusted to the inflation. When? It was already supposed to change. It hasn't yet. You guys see what we gotta deal with. It will change, and it will change significantly, because if you take 8% inflation, that's gonna add another $100,000 to this program. And I'm not gonna repeat that you guys need to participate now and not to wait until the future. But I'm not gonna say this. The $1,050,000 in your own business where you can control the money and the development of the business. But you are vested with obligation to create 10 jobs after the approval of your petition within 2 years time frame. So the first green card that you're given in the active side of EB-5, you have it for 2 years, and at the end of those 2 years, we have to file another case showing to the US government that you actually created those 10 jobs. So this is the active side. The passive side, which actually takes probably 90% of the cases that I take on this matter, it's the passive investment. Before I explain what passive investment is, let me explain the concept of regional center. Regional center is American private company that is accredited by the US government. And that accreditation means that this regional center, which could be 600, 700 regional centers at the moment, so that accreditation gives the right to the regional center to collect the money from foreign investors like you and use it for the purpose of building something or redevelopment. Usually it's building, but it could be redevelopment, okay? So they build a hotel, they build a bridge, they build a school, they redevelop this skyscraper in the downtown of Chicago, they do whatever. There's a project, and each regional center may have many projects. So for each project, they have to have accreditation. And I know, some of you like, Stanislav, it's not called accreditation. Sure, I understand. But I want to make sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. There must be paper from the US government authorizing them to do whatever they want to do. Call it whatever, a license, a permit, it doesn't really matter. The key difference between active and passive investment is who is in control of the money. In active investment, you're the one to control the money. In passive investment, you give that money, and by the way, it's only $800,000, which is a lower amount. You give that money to the regional center, and they're the ones to spend it and control it. But in exchange, they will create those 10 jobs for you. So what does it actually mean? That means that once you gave that money to the regional center, you the one to go and chill and vibe and enjoy your life and do whatever you want. You can go and work in the US, and that's if you were adjusting your status, right? If you're outside of the US, you do whatever you want. Once you're approved, you come here with a green card, and again, you do whatever you want. But that program, regardless of active or passive status, gives you the right, if you are in the US, to get the work permit and advance parole, the document that allows you to travel, while you're waiting for your green card to be approved. So in the active investment, that allows you to start developing your business right away. In the passive investment, that gives you the right to chill and vibe. And if you're in Miami, look outside of the window. Of course you want to chill and vibe. I guess you made the money so you can do this. And another important difference, besides the control and creating of the jobs, is that in a passive investment, this is not actually the investment, if you call it properly. That's a mid-term loan. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about, Stanislav? That's exactly what you heard. It is the loan, which means that you are getting your money back with a little bit of interest. How much is interest? Don't worry about this. It's very small. But your investment in a passive investment is refundable. When do you get it refunded? When you get approved for the second green card. So in today's reality, that could be anywhere between 3 to 5 years. That may change, but that's what's going on. Used to be 5 to 7. Now it's a little bit lower, 3 to 5. But this is great news. If you work with a good regional center, you have almost non-existent chances of losing your money. Okay? And of course, we help you with creating a short list of the regional centers that we like. Okay, you don't have to choose from it. It's completely your choice because we cannot advise you on the regional center, but we can give you the option. You understand what EB-5 is. Now the question is, why would Trump and his administration want to change this? This is bringing the money to the US and nobody knows, but I have the idea. Now the Trump wants to substitute the EB-5 program with so-called golden visa. Gold visa, golden visa, call it whatever. And they want to increase the investment up to $5 million. And you'll be like, this is ridiculous. Why would you exchange the EB-5 to something with a higher investment? No one is going to participate. I don't think so, guys. I think a lot of people will participate in this for one simple reason. And again, this is a speculation because we don't know what this new program is going to look like. But I have the idea that in the new program, instead of putting the money in regional centers or your business, you will be allowed to invest in real estate and other American assets like stocks. And that's a game changer, because before you couldn't do this. And a lot of you want to buy properties in the US, you want to buy stocks, you want to buy index, you want to buy things in the US. And I believe that that program will allow you to do this with a lock-in period, because you can buy then sell and get your green card. No. They're gonna have the lock-in period. I believe it's gonna be 5 years, if that's the case. If that happens in the future, you heard it here first. You will be able to spend that $5 million, putting it in the US economy in any way. Through the stocks, through the business, through real estate, through purchasing commercial real estate, whatever that is, but you cannot sell it within some time frame. And I believe that it's going to be 5 years, maybe more. You don't have to probably create the jobs. That would be the difference. So from that perspective, that program looks pretty enticing. So yes, I do believe that people will participate in that program because many of you are already doing this, putting the money in the US economy. It does not directly create the jobs, but it does have the positive effect on the economy. If you want to participate in those programs, if you want to participate in EB-5, you have limited time to do this. This program is authorized until September of 2026. So we have about a year and a half, a little bit less, but the Congress may act and change the law and remove that program at any time. Trump controls both chambers of Congress. So if he wants to push this agenda, that law will be changed like this. So if you want to participate in EB-5, now is the time. Don't sleep on it. Don't wait. Don't rely on September 2026. That is if things play out your way. But they never play out our way. If you want EB-5 to go through and participate, and it's the best, especially for India-born people, because that's the only program that's current for you guys. If you're from other countries and you have those money, if you have that amount of investment, act now. Before I finish, I need to tell you the most important criterion for both of these programs. But before I do this, get the free evaluation of your case. Below this video, there is a link. Press on it, fill out the form. I'll take a look at your circumstances and I'll let you know if you have the potential to participate in EB-5 program. Do it right now. There is no time to waste. Smash that like button because you enjoy my videos. And the most important thing in EB-5, passive or active, and the golden visa, is the proof of the origin of your funds. We need to show to the US government that you made the money legally. And this is the hardest part of the program and most important. So get that free evaluation right out of the way so I could know if that most important criterion is met. If I tell you there is a potential in your case, I will then invite you to the complex immigration planning, where I will build this strategy in your case. It's going to be a written strategy which you will receive after we finish with this procedure. And the third step is hiring my corporation, my team and myself for the service called complete case filing. That has been proven for thousands of cases that's been approved. Get a free evaluation right out of the way. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, not to miss my next video and the updates in the future. We also have Telegram, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all the social media where I post the unique content on each one of them. So you need to follow me on all those platforms. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.